The first thing we want to make sure of is that the turntable is down flat. Do you see how low it is? It should be flat, just like that. So that's what we want to make sure of, because if it isn't, it could cause this to happen. Now I can make this, put a record down. As you can see, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. It's right out in the open, and right here, this little weight knob, all I did was push it a little bit, and it starts the mechanism out, and it puts the record on and takes it back off. Let me see if I show you that again. So you flip this, it puts the record down, and then it takes it back off. Now, that centering piece that we're talking about, that flops down, I want you to make sure that it's there. I'm sure it is. Do you see how this piece here grips it exactly right every time, and that it is straight all the way down here? Now what I'm thinking, I'm going to use my on-off switch over here. As this comes up, as soon as it lays the record down, I turn the switch off. Now, see, part of the cycle is where it pulls this out. But as long as this turntable's flat, there's really no other way this mechanism can work. Now see, with that switch off, I can actually operate the mechanism with my fingers just by spinning it. See, it's a little fast, but see how it brings the record up and it grips it. So when it's flat here, it grips it. It can only get it one way. So maybe this turntable shifted slightly. Let me lift this up out of the way, and I'm going to let you look at this part. This turntable is held in just by this little belt drive. See this belt drive? So it's very simple. This goes around the flat, and then this just drops in the hole, and it should go all the way down. And then it loops around here and around there, and it keeps it flat. So you can see that the turntable is really flat, very low. When this comes up and puts the record down, it doesn't appear like there could be very much other. See, if it's up a little too high, that's why I suggested that you bend it. So in other words, if this arm is gripping it too high, we'd have to bend the arm down a little. Let me lift it up a little so we can see how it's not gripping it right now? So if I take the arm out, I would bend this down a little. Literally bend this down. It's a little hard with one hand. But when you're done, once again, you should be able to operate this again and again. It should pull the record out again and again and drop it down. Bring the needle over, too far, and play it. I'm going to put it back on. Good. So I want you to try that and see what you think and how that seems to be working. So once again, with the game, it's on. I turn this just a little bit. It starts the mechanism. It slaps the record out. I'm putting it back in because I had taken it out. So everything seems to line up perfectly. So you don't need any tools to do this. So you're just gently pushing that. There's no shock hazard because you're only pushing the weight thing. Just a little bit. It plops it on, and then it immediately rejects it. Okay? See if that does it. I'm pretty sure you're going to either find the turntable is not flat for some reason. Number one, I'm not sure why, but that could be. You can see how low it is. It just barely is above this. Or number two, this arm somehow bent slightly in shipping.